Welcome back to 5% Prospecting. We are here at home. We're going to test out converting our Highbanker to a 2-inch dredge. Recently we just got this hose nozzle, and so we're going to hook that up to our pump, which we have over here, and then plumb it into our Highbanker. And then we have some pay dirt that we got from a couple weeks ago. I'm going to process that through here. And actually we're going to try to run it twice. We have Dream mat and we also have Gold Hog mat. And we'll do a little comparison there to see which one catches the most gold, or if they're both the same. So stay tuned, hope you enjoy. Alright, let me show you the setup so far. We're still trying to figure out a couple bits. This is the first time we've ever tried to convert this to a dredge, so there's going to be some work to be done here. Let me show you what we're working with. Okay, here is the setup. We've got the Gold Hog piglet. We don't have the adapter that goes in here, so we just got the hose draped over the top with some bungee cords. We'll get that sorted out. This is just for testing if this works. Next step is to level the box. Going to set it to 9.5 degrees and then get it level side to side. We're going to be recirculating here, and so we're going to try to have this be our tailings, and then try to dredge out of here with a crossover tube just to keep the material out of there and keep the water circulating. And then 2-inch trash pump here, and that's about it. So we'll keep going on this, and we'll show you what we find. Alright, and so we got this level here, and we'll show it up here. It's level up top. It's pretty good. And then we set the box to 9 degrees. We were going to set it to 9.5. We set it to 9. If we're blocking up, we'll make it a little bit steeper. Alright, so we got all the hose connected. We filled both the tubs with water. We got the crossover tube primed. We've got the pump primed. We're going to try to fire it up and then see if we can get this thing recirculating. Okay, we finally got this up and running. Took us a little while, a couple revisions to get all the hoses set up, but this is what we got. We've got the tailing bin. We've got the dredge bin, so we'll put our cons and stuff in there and dredge them out. And then this is just the coarse tailings over here. Take a look over here. Okay, so this is all temporary, of course. Got the bungee holding this all together. Seems to be running pretty good. And then here's a look at the sluice. Sluice seems to be running pretty good. Okay, let's get some material run through this, and then we'll check how the box is running. Well, we just finished up running those 2 buckets. Actually ran pretty well. Pretty smooth the whole time. No major issues. Tailings. Here's a look in the sluice. We'll get that cleaned up. Cool. Alright, and this is from the first run using the Gold Hog matting. This is 2 buckets. .124 or so. Perfect. Alright, and we've reset. Got the tailings here cleaned out. Everything's clean, nice fresh water. We switched this out for Dream mat, and we got the buckets reloaded. There they are. We're going to go ahead and run this one more time, and we'll see how they compare. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that I did get it leveled out, set at 9 degrees just like it was before, and leveled out left to right. So we're good to go. All right, so we did the first cleanup. We just showed you that. Got the gold right here. We're gonna mix it back into the buckets. We'll split it between the two, mix it up, and then we'll run it one more time. All right, here's the gold. We'll toss it in there. All right, okay, we got everything running again. We're gonna start on run number 2. Okay, we finished run number 2. Start that cleanup now. Here's the setup. There are the cons. So comparing the cons from the Gold Hog and the Dream mat, they were actually very similar. I thought that the Dream mat might have less cons, but comparing the two, they were right on. They're about the same. So. Okay, we finished cleaning up the gold. We got it here. Let's go ahead and weigh it up. .126. I already forgot what the first numbers were, so we'll show that here on the screen. Side-by-side comparison. So again, this is the Dream mat. The one prior was the Gold Hog, and the numbers look very, very similar. Obviously, we're dealing with very small amounts of gold, but we wanted to test the fine gold capabilities of these mats, as well as clean up our cons. And so I think this test proved that. All right, so what's your preferred mat? I thought going into this that maybe the Gold Hog may produce a little bit more cons than the Dream mat, but actually between the two, they're very similar, so that was a bit surprising. Keep in mind, between these two, we're dealing with very, very small gold, and so we wanted to test how well these things can really capture the tiny gold. And actually between the two, they did virtually the same, so that was cool. Can't go wrong with either one of these. I think with the Gold Hog, if you're working in heavier material, we might have bigger rocks coming over it. It's more of an aggressive mat, and so it might do better at capturing gold in those scenarios. But both of them worked very, very well. And so also in this test, our goal was really just to test our dredge setup as well. It's the first time we ran it. We wanted to do it in a controlled environment just to learn a little bit more about it. And it worked well, and we learned a lot. We're gonna make a couple more tweaks to it before we take it out in the field, mount the hose a little bit better, probably longer hoses and stuff like that. But overall, it worked very well. Captured the gold, both scenarios very well. And let us know what you think. Which mat are you using? Or which mat do you prefer? Do you have a favorite? And if so, why? We're curious. Let us know. Thanks for watching.